Mindfulness is such a powerful tool. So let's learn how we can encourage kids to be more mindful and what actually mindfulness does for kids under 13. Let's jump right into it. Do you know that mindfulness can reduce levels of anxiety up to 38%? Simple techniques like deep breathing are very effective and they're so simple. It works because it affects our nervous system. Every time we do a deep breath, we actually stimulate this parasympathetic nervous system that in fact relaxes our whole body and our mind. And this is something that, if encouraged from a young age, kids can use in their advantage. So if you want to explain to your kid how to get from anxious to sort of this kind of little face right here, you can introduce them into some mindfulness practices. Maybe you can even try some of our own. We have some free tools on our website, and there are plenty more scattered all over the internet. Studies show that mindfulness practices can help kids improve their attention span for 25%. Mindfulness can help because when we teach mindfulness to kids, they learn to stay present with very, very simple things. So they don't need bigger and bigger stimulus to actually stay focused on a piece of content. With inviting kids to close their eyes, to focus on how they feel inside of their bodies, they learn to actually enjoy very simple moments without anything glorious or anything super colorful or super loud. This is why we teach mindfulness to kids as young as 2 years old and older. And for us at StarKid, we offer little stories with puppets that are great for kids all the way up to 9 years old. If you have any questions about how to teach your kid mindfulness, let us know in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel and let's stay connected so we can build a world where kids can thrive together. Another scientific study has shown that social skills can improve majorly by introducing mindfulness into your kid's life. Can you guess? Around 20%. So what actually happens is that empathy grows with the practice of mindfulness. It's been discovered that actually the part of the brain that is responsible for fear, which is the amygdala, gets smaller and shrinks with those who practice mindfulness for longer periods of time. Similarly, the part of the brain that is directly correlated with empathy is getting bigger. So we have literal proof that these practices are affecting how we empathize with other people, as well as how we communicate. I am talking about a 30% decrease of aggressive behavior in kids after implementing mindfulness into their lives. This is especially noticeable in school environments. This happens because the kids begin to understand how to take a step back, how to pause, how to not react immediately, but how to count to 10 whenever they feel frustrated or angry. This is not easy, but if you practice from a young age and onwards, this will completely change how you will behave for the whole life ahead. So let's talk about kids' memory. Yes, mindfulness can affect the memory of kids by 15% or even higher if they apply it when they are actually learning. So just gentle breathing techniques, staying aware with your breath. The breath awareness alone is a tool where kids can actually begin to fall in love with the present moment, and while doing that, they fall in love with learning itself. Oh yes, bedtime, always fun. And also, just the quality of sleep. It's so important for your kids, yet we don't tend to get enough sleep or enough good quality sleep. So mindfulness can actually help, and it betters it for 25%, studies show. Whenever you actually calm down your nervous system just before falling asleep, it will make the process of going and diving deeper into the deep sleep states faster, and it will make you rest for longer. So a short meditation just before bedtime is ideal for restoring your mind and your child's mind so you wake up fresh in the morning. Ole! Did you know that mindfulness can actually help your children in school? In fact, it reduces exam anxiety by the whopping 32%. So how it works is actually that you can help your kid to actually ground themselves before they have their exam. In this way, they will grow strong roots. You can actually invite them to visualize that every day as they learn new things, their roots are growing stronger and stronger. In this way, they will feel more and more stable. I hope you got inspired by all of these mindfulness tips and tricks that you can actually implement in your day-to-day life with your kids immediately. Big emotions are hard for kids to handle, but you know what? Mindfulness can help by 40%. That's an amazing statistic. I will tell you a story. When I was working with autistic kids in North Carolina, there was a kid crying loudly for more than 10 minutes. Nothing helped. The therapist tried to calm her down and nothing really worked until they remembered my exercises, my breathing exercises. So the child was invited to do 3 deep breaths, and after 10 minutes of crying, she actually relaxed her body and mind so instantly that she actually forgot about it. Of course, it's normal to see kids forget about what they're crying about, but you will see this much more rapidly and more instantly if you invite them to do a fun breathing exercise. I hope it helps. It is scientifically proven that you can improve your child's self-esteem by 20% with some mindfulness practices. And I really love affirmations, especially for kids. We tell ourselves so many negative things. We can limit ourselves just by having these limiting beliefs about how we are not good enough. But actually, this is something we can change for our kids. Imagine our kids confidently saying that they are strong every night before going to bed. Imagine this kid then encountering problems. They will believe that they are strong enough to resolve them. And they usually really like it, especially if they also hear it in a story. And this is how, as a parent, you can help your child feeling more confident day by day. A 22% reduce in hyperactivity for kids while using mindfulness exercises. This is a statistic that makes me really happy, especially now these days, because ADHD is on the rise. Mindfulness in this case can be really also a moving practice. Let's try to make children first move a bit. Let's try to make them jump, even scream if you have the opportunity. And only then you can invite them to lay down and scan their body all the way up from the top of their head scanning, and they can even play detective. They can feel that they are just feeling how this area of their eyes, their muscles around their chin, their neck, even all their arms are feeling. And after that, they will calm down. They will actually start enjoying being calm and peaceful. Parents with kids with dyslexia, listen up. It has been proven scientifically that mindfulness can boost reading comprehension by 20%, which is quite good. Not to mention even that it reduces the social anxiety that happens when kids want to read in front of their peers or in a school environment. Both of these things can get better because mindfulness affects their nervous system. I wish all kids with dyslexia would know how to actually regulate their nervous system, and with that also their ability to read. Did you know that scientifically speaking, the best chance you have for your child to become as happy as possible is actually to teach them how to be grateful? In fact, one very cute, simple way how to encourage gratefulness is to have a jar with gratefulness messages. So every night before going to bed, you say, it's time to leave a message in your gratefulness jar. You place it and you feel grateful for having a roof, for having a mom, a dad, some food on the table. This is science's best tip for a happy childhood. I hope you got inspired by all of these mindfulness tips and tricks that you can actually implement in your day-to-day life with your kids immediately. If you want some more inspirations and if you want another level of mindfulness for your child to grab on as early as possible, go to our website. We have stories that you can both watch together and even create some nice, comfortable bonding time in the evenings or even during the day. Hope to see you in the next one.